So welcome to my animation channel. Thanks very much for joining me. Today we're going to look at a set of horse gallop templates that I've added to my Locomotion Course Bundle. They're up in the bundle now, so if you've already bought into the course, you can go and download them. And I'm just going to cover how you use them, how you download them, etc. And at the end, there's something new that I've added, which is quite handy, I think, and will really help you if all you want to do is add some horses to your background or to a scene without much PT and do it very quickly. So that's towards the end of this video. Stick around for that. And otherwise, let's get going with it. Enjoy. So in this section, we are going to look at how to use templates to create galloping horses. These are the templates here. They are already animated, ready to use. There's 12 frames in each template, and they are based off an actual horse's skeleton like this. And they come in 4 versions: the body and bones version, the body version, the bones version, and the new silhouette version. They come in 2 formats: moving, where they move across the page like this from right to left, and they also come in a static version, right to left, where they just run in place like this, also in the 4 versions. And then also we have them moving from the left to right in the moving version, and we have a left to right in the static version. So as usual, quite a few options. So let's go into the course and let's see where they are. So we click in there and scroll down, and there it is, a horse gallop run cycle. And let's just go and select one of these. The moving templates, gallop cycle left to right. And you can see the 4 versions there: bones and body, then bones, and the bottom one is silhouette version of the left to right. Let's select one and download it, and you can see on the top right there it's downloading. Click that, it'll be a zip file, it'll open it up. If you go and select all those little PNGs that it's extruded there, copy them, and then just go and paste them into a file on your system. I'm just going to create a folder here and use the name from one of these files to paste it in there, and just go and grab all those PNGs and put it in that file. So that's one. Let's go look for another one. So let's go and select the silhouette gallop, and it downloads the top right there as a zip file. Go click the zip file and it will extrude it. Go and collect all those PNGs. There's 12 of them, there's 12 frames. Copy them and let's go and paste them somewhere in our system. Put a new folder there and just paste them in there. You can go and label it as such. And then we can go to our animation platform. In my case, I'm using OpenToonz. Whatever platform you're using, it doesn't really matter. Just go and find them wherever you've saved them on your system. There's the first set there, and I'm going to import them, and there they are, there 12 frames. If we just copy and paste them a few times just to play this out a little bit longer and play it out. So it's basically just playing the same 12 over and over. What I want to do is join them up so that the horse gallops continuously across the screen here. So little trick that I use is I just extend the last frame out and overlap it with the next set, and then you can go and grab the first frame from the next set, column 2 here, and we can just drag it over with our animate tool, and we can just position it so it's just in front of the last frame of the previous set like that. And we can do it for the next set as well. Just go and extend that 12th frame down so that there's a bit of an overlap there, and we can use that as a guide for where to position the next set. And then just go and delete those extra frames on the end there, the 12th frame that we've extended. Now if you play it out, you'll see it's all joined up. We've got 3 sets joined up here, and it runs across the page. And that's how these work. So it's a run cycle or gallop cycle, one set, which is 12 frames, but you can join them up ad nauseum for as far and as long as you want them to run. Okay, so that's the moving set. Let's go load the static set. Remember, we downloaded a static set of silhouette templates. So let's go and find that. There we go. Load it. Import it into my system, and there we go there. So the silhouette is just in grays. It's got 3 tones of grays. The bodies and the hooves and the tail, the hair, they're all slightly different tones, and the back leg is also a different tone. We'll cover how that can help you shortly, but let's just go and copy and paste that down through. So we have 3 sets, and then if we play them both out like that, you can see it's continuous. So those are the templates and how to get them into your system. Now, how you can use them depends on what you want to do. The one way you can use them is just trace off them like this and use a frame-to-frame system of animation if you want to do that. So let's just frame this and then we can fill it, maybe just go and color it a brown, and we can go and give the hair a different color like this, and then we can also go and paint the hooves slightly darker, and then we can go and do the back legs on a different level like this, and go do the same there, go and fill them, maybe make them slightly darker like this, and end up like something like this. We can extend that down, and then you can go through it and frame by frame draw it like this, copy them, or you can use something like skeleton, or in my case I'm going to use plastic here, and I'm just going to add some bones to the plastic here. So I take that front copy of the body, apply a mesh to it using plastic, and then I come and put a bone system in it like this. This is plastic in OpenToonz. You might not be using OpenToonz. Whatever your system allows, it'll have some type of bone system, some type of puppet system, so you can more than likely do this. If you turn down the opacity of this, we can see behind it and use the actual template, the bones and body template there to set up our bones. So we can basically just set the spine of this along the spine of the template, and then we can set the back leg, the one in the foreground here. We can use those bones and joints to trace off, and the same with the front leg like this. So that's how I prefer to use these. I don't prefer to go and redraw these frame by frame. I prefer to actually create a puppet or a cutout animation and rig it, or whatever system you want to use, and apply it in the first frame like this, and then you can just animate it over the next 11 frames. That to me is the easiest way to do this. So let's just do the back set of legs like this, and we'll have to go into the stage schematic and make that back legs a child of the front set like that. As I say, this will be dependent on what animation software you're using. I'm using OpenToonz for this example here. And then we can go through it and just position this cutout or this puppet and go and play with these nodes just to get it to trace over the template. So that's how I'd use them. It's probably the fastest way of using these things directly like this. And then another way to do it, and this is a new set that I'm adding to all my templates now, and I'll go and add to the existing templates, is these silhouettes. I haven't added much detail to them. I've left all the detail to you to add, but you can go and color them like this. So if you go and select, I've found that starting with the smaller areas first and then building up. So that, in other words, don't start with the body first. Start with the hooves and then the back legs and the mane and the tail, and then finish on the body. And you can select each area and just give them a different color or different tone like this, and just go through each of them, and you can paint it quite easily like this. You can go and add other features like shadow. You can go and add a face to it, go and add a snout and eyes and more highlights or whatever. But you can actually use these templates and use them as they are existing to paint out. So that's quite a cool, very fast way to use these templates, and that's a new addition that I'm adding to all these templates of mine. You can add your background like this, and then very quickly you can have your horse running across the scene like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm just putting down a bit of a sky here and a very, very green field. And then it's quite easy to go and copy these sets of templates, and you can copy and paste quite a few of them and spend some time on this, add some shadow and some dust, etc. And before you know it, you have a herd of horses galloping across the scene like this. And that actually didn't take very long at all. So there's various ways to use these templates. Alright, so that's how you can use these templates that come with the horse gallop set. Okay, once again, if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Please also go and subscribe to my newsletter. And thanks once again for dropping in and watching this. Happy animating out there, and I hope I'll see you around here again real soon. All the best. Bye.